Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overwatch Weekly. This week, not a ton of stuff to talk about, but I have a couple things from the past couple of weeks that I never actually talked about that I meant to, that I skipped over. So I guess lucky me, my own mistakes really helping me to not miss out on much, or give you guys some more stuff to talk about. So let's talk about what has happened over the past week. We had a couple changes to the PTR. Nothing major, really. For Sigma, his kinetic grasp can now be canceled by accretion, and his experimental barrier can now be recalled while kinetic grasp or accretion are in use. And there are, of course, some other bug fixes in there as well. There was also an update that added changes. I don't know what I'm saying. It added Sigma's cosmetic progression content. So you can now view and unlock it. And you can check those skins out in a video that I made on Friday. That is in the description down below. That'll show you all of the skins, sprays, voice lines, all that kind of stuff, as well as a link in the description that will allow you to look at all of the Sigma Overwatch League skins, which will be there as well. But speaking of Sigma and the Overwatch League, let us look at the 2019 season playoffs primer. This comes from the Overwatch League website, and this comes from July 25th, so a little late on this one, but that is nothing to worry about. So, first thing here is that they are announcing that Sigma will be playable in the Overwatch League throughout the season playoffs, which includes the play-in tournament. The play-in tournament, which begins on August 30th. So, there you go for that. They, of course, have not confirmed when we will be able to get the Sigma skins for the Overwatch League, but I assume that comes whenever Sigma comes to the live server, which is probably August 13th or September 1st, one of the two. But I would assume it would be August 13th, seeing as he will be in the Overwatch League on August 30th. So August 13th, folks, is when I would expect Sigma to be in the live servers, which is next week. This is next Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. Of course, the grand finals will be in Philadelphia this year. They say here there are several paths a team can take to get to the 2019 Overwatch League grand finals. For starters, regular season Atlantic and Pacific Division champions will automatically qualify into an 8-team double elimination bracket. The next best 4 teams by record, regardless of division, will also qualify, and then the 7th through 12th place teams have a chance to qualify for the 2 remaining playoff spots via a play-in tournament. Heading into Stage 4, only 2 teams have been eliminated from postseason contention. That would, of course, be the Florida Mayhem and the Washington Justice, though you can also add the Toronto Defiant to that list now as well. The play-in tournament. Play-ins will be a single elimination tournament, with all matches being first to 4 maps. In all play-in matches, the higher seed team selects the first map, and the loser of each subsequent map picks from there. All matches will be live and on demand on OverwatchLeague.com, the Overwatch League app, and there is additional broadcast info noted below for each match. So, the 9th seed versus the 12th seed will take place on Friday, August 30th at 6 p.m. Pacific, or 9 p.m. Eastern. Then the 10th versus 11th seed match will take place at 9 p.m. Pacific on the same day. On August 31st, a Saturday, there is the 7th seed versus the lower seed winner from Friday. That will be at 12 p.m. Pacific. And then at 3 p.m. Pacific will be the 8th seed versus the higher seed winner from Friday. And then I assume the 2 highest remaining seeds then are placed based on their seeds remaining instead of having to play each other, which is interesting to me. You'd think that they would play to determine where they are, but I guess it's just based on if you are able to be one of the last 2 teams remaining, you just get put in based on your season standing. Then we get to the normal playoffs. This is an 8-team double elimination bracket. All matches are first to 4 maps, with the highest seeded team selecting the first map and the loser of each subsequent map picking from there. Now, there's a lot of matches, of course, starting on Thursday, September 5th, and then going to Sunday, September 15th, before we get to the grand finals which is Sunday, September 29th. Now, there's a lot of matches, obviously, as I mentioned, so you'll want to read the way this whole thing is laid out, the schedule, but you have 2 matches on Thursday, September 5th, one at 4 p.m. Pacific, one at 7 p.m. Pacific. 2 matches again on Friday, September 6th at the same time, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Pacific. On Saturday, September 7th, you have a match at 6 p.m. Pacific and a match at 9 p.m. Pacific. On Sunday, September 8th, you have a match at 12 p.m. Pacific and a match at 3 p.m. Pacific. On Thursday, September 12th, you have a match at 4 p.m. Pacific and a match at 7 p.m. Pacific. On Friday, September 13th, you have a match at 4 p.m. Pacific. On Saturday, September 14th, you have a match at 12 p.m. Pacific. And on Sunday, September 15th, you have a match at 12 p.m. Pacific. And all play-in and playoff matches will take place at Blizzard Arena Los Angeles before the grand finals at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. The 2 teams that survive the double elimination bracket will advance to Philly to compete for the 2019 Overwatch League Championship. The grand finals is also first to 4 maps, with the highest seed team selecting the first map, then the loser of each subsequent map picking from there. And that, of course, is Sunday, September 29th at 12 p.m. Pacific, and that will air on ABC. The prize pool, pretty nice. The championship team will make $1.1 million. The runner-up will get $600,000. The third place team will get $450,000. Fourth place team will get $350,000. Fifth and sixth place teams will both get $300,000. And the 7th and 8th place teams will get $200,000 each. Link, of course, in the description if you want to make sure you know exactly what is going on and you would know exactly what the dates are. It is a double elimination bracket. It's a little confusing, of course, but all that means is you have to lose twice in order to be eliminated. So get excited for that. What's interesting is that you will have some interesting things here going on because you have a bunch of different tournaments and whatnot, the way it works, and it's always interesting to see double elimination. We'll see how it goes when we get to the actual playoffs, and it will make a little bit more sense when we get there, but I'm excited for that and to see how it goes. The final thing I want to talk about is, once again, Overwatch League related, but this time around we are talking about Overwatch League awards. Now, as you know, last year there were only 2 awards. There was the MVP award and the Dennis Havelka award, which was essentially the sportsmanship award named after Dennis Havelka, Internet Hulk, who of course passed away. I don't remember when exactly, but a couple of years ago now. So this year there are some new awards as well as the returning awards as well. So as they have here, let's talk about them. The first one is the Dennis Havelka Award. And here they say, Dennis Internet Hulk Havelka's contributions to the Overwatch community live on in this award, presented each year in his honor to the player deemed to be the most shining example of positive influence on their teammates, their organization, or the community at large. Last year, former teammate and friend of Dennis, Mickey, took the honors, and we are excited to continue the tradition this year and beyond. The voting process, of course, is that teams nominate their player, and the league office selects the winner, and that will be presented on Friday, August 30th during the play-in tournament. The first new award is Role Stars. The 2019 Overwatch League Role Stars class will be a collection of the top 4 players per in-game role, damage, tank, and support for a total of 12 players. This will be a top-tier cross-team roster, representing the best of the best in the league, a snapshot of the elite players that fans can look back on and remember fondly. Winners will be given special recognition during the 2020 season. The voting process is that general managers, head coaches, broadcast talent, and media vote on players eligible to be measured via the player impact rating system, which is, of course, based on 60% of minimum possible maps played in a season. And that will be presented on Saturday, August 31st, which is the second day of the play-in tournament. Next new award is Rookie of the Year. Players are eligible if they were not contracted in the previous Overwatch League season, which ensures that this season's Rookie of the Year will be a spicy one. Rookie of the Year race will be a spicy one. So much incredible talent in the 2019 expansion teams. It's going to be a tough decision. This is once again a general manager's, head coach's, broadcast talent, and media vote. And this will be presented on Thursday, September 5th, which is the start of the double elimination playoffs. Then we have the regular season MVP, which of course I have talked about in the past, but if you don't know, your candidates for that are Sinatra from the San Francisco Shock, Super from the San Francisco Shock, Twilight from the Vancouver Titans, Janu from the Vancouver Titans, and Gushue of the Hangzhou Spark. And you can vote for them either on Twitter, WeChat, or the Overwatch League Twitch channel, and you have until August 25th to cast your vote, which counts for 25% of the overall tally. And of course, Jonak won that award last year. That will be presented on September 5th, which is the start of the double elimination playoffs. And as I mentioned, the fan vote accounts for 25% of the overall tally, which is combined with votes from general managers, head coaches, and media. Final award is another returning award that I forgot to mention, and that is the Grand Finals MVP. And that will be presented, of course, by T-Mobile, just as the regular season MVP award is. And that will be done through collecting fan votes in real time via Twitch and Twitter, which is weighted to 25%, and combining them with the votes of broadcast talent, head coaches, and general managers. This will be a fiery day, both on stage and off, with voting opening during the Grand Finals match on September 29th. And the winner will be presented with the trophy following the conclusion of the match. So those are all of your awards for the 2020 season. If you want to see more, check the description down below to read a little bit more in depth on all of that. But that is everything that I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. And I'm going to get out of here. So until next time, bye-bye. Have a great day. And yeah, that's it. Bye.